Yeah, the History Channel used to have some good shows. And I'm glad, though, I found on Netflix that they have Australian truckers, but then I was watching it with John and Seth, and they didn't on the Netflix version. They don't beep out any of the swear words, so it was like the truckers are like, "Oh, I'm like, oh." John's like, "Daddy, he swore." I'm like, "I know. We'll turn this off." He's like, "Turn it off."
All the time. Why is he saying frickin' all the time?
Yeah. I do like Pawn Stars, though. I watch that. I love the one. My favorite one, of course, because I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, which is I'm totally like admitting being a total idiot. Nobody else likes Def Leppard except for me.
I do.
Oh, good. I'm not alone because they're awesome. Their guitar, I like them because their guitar work was very different from any other haircut band. Most other haircut bands were chugga chugga players, but Def Leppard really put a lot into their writing.
Drummer, dude.
Yeah, the one-armed drummer, dude.
Gosh.
But anyway,
Arm in a car accident.
the History Channel had that. Oh, you're killing me. You have to try. I think we're gonna have to try this. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Here we go. They had one where the Pawn Stars, where a girl brought in. Somebody had given her a guitar that was supposedly Phil Collins, not Phil Collins like the drummer from X, but Phil Collin is the name of the guitar player from Def Leppard. So Phil Collins, she's like, I think this is supposed to be his guitar that, like, he designed himself and painted. And no, they weren't really a haircut band. They were in that same era, but they didn't do the poofy hair necessarily.
They did have long.
They had long hair, but they were more like 70s rocker style.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's up, Jimsy? Anyway,
No makeup, no hair.
they had this Jackson guitar that had been painted, and the girl's like, the story is that he painted it, and the guy's like, well, hold on a second, and Phil Collin was there, like they brought him in, and so like he came over and he's like, yeah, this is my guitar, I painted it, That was really cool. I'm like, that's so cool. Like, he backed the story up, and then he played some songs on it. It was really cool. A haircut band is what we called an 80s band, like bands like Rat, Poison, Motley Crue. The Motley Crue wasn't quite haircut, but they wore makeup and stuff. Any band that wore like tight leather pants and makeup, it's like, you're right, already you're a haircut band.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, Bon Jovi was, they were a little tougher, but still they were kind of if they were putting product in their hair, they were considered a haircut band. Cinderella.
Think of Hairspray.
All those bands, but Def Leppard was not. Yeah, Twisted Sister, right?
Yep.
Hang on, I'm trying to keep up with all the comments here. It's going like crazy right now. Oh, Late Star Tuesdays. Ooh. Yeah, I hate when people come in and like something works right, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're going to change everything." You're like, "Why?" My mom has that happening at work right now. Her supervisor is like, "We're going to do things this way now. I know we've done it like this for 30 years and it's worked, but we want to do this outcome-based thing." She works at a daycare, and she's so ready to quit. She's like, I only have to work 2 more years before I can retire, and I might not make it because she's just so tired of all the crap that the boss is doing. Let's see. There you go, Jimsy. Yeah, it's fun watching it live. And then you can always catch up the parts that you missed. Either you can go to YouTube and watch it, or if my videos are on Twitch for a month, so you can always catch them on Twitch too. So for at least a month after I do it. So Kiss, yeah. I don't know if I would consider. Would you consider Kiss a haircut band?
Oh man, they went beyond haircut.
Yeah, they were different. They were almost
full garb, everything.
Yeah, man, and they were before all that stuff.
I wouldn't consider them a haircut band because I don't know if to say this is right, but it's like their music was real.
There you go, Doug Life. Yeah, no, that's exactly what haircut bands are. Glam rock would be another way to put it. Just because they put so much stuff in their hair, that's where that idea came from. But yeah, any bands that kind of Twisted Sister and stuff like that. I just rented the Case Harvester today, Beavertown. We got tired of doing it with the little one. This field is so huge. I wanted to see if we could make a profit using it. So it's a rented harvester. We'll see what happens. I've got a rented trailer too. One more semester and you're free. That's right, iRock. But let's see, what else did I miss? What is happening with my mom's work? Right, yeah, just like Dilbert. That's exactly right. We need to instate some new policies because the old ones are working. Let's make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had great print. Now, I liked almost all the principals I had in high school. They were all good. I know I hate renting stuff too because it's so expensive. Unless it's like a tipper or something, you almost never get ahead with it. But we're gonna try and see what happens. Oh, is it unloading time, Micah? Is it that time already?
I'm just over like 90%, so there's I might as well make the run.
Yeah, Kiss was all about the face paint. Yeah, long hair doesn't necessarily make a haircut band because, I mean, a lot of rock stars had long hair. Led Zeppelin had long hair, but they're definitely not a haircut band. So, I rock this riff.
Haircut bands, they look alike and they sound alike.
Yeah, it's glam rock, and that was the right thing. He said Twisted Sister was more glam rock, and no, that's exactly what we're talking about. That glam rock is be another way to put it, or but we called it haircut metal. Skid Row, yeah.
Van Halen.
18 and life to go. Van Halen was a little bit, yeah, they were. David Lee Roth was such a showman, you know what I mean? Like that made them glam, Like AC/DC. Oh no, it's raining. Okay, I gotta go return the harvester. Oh, that sucks so bad. All right, I'm taking the harvester back. Actually,
Why?
Because it's gonna be another 2 or 3 hours. We can't afford to have it just sit here in the rain.
No, why do we have to take it back in the rain? We're not on weather. We're not playing.
Yeah, when you rain, you can't harvest.
Yeah, you can.
Nuh-uh.
I thought we weren't playing on seasons.
No, that's true for the game. That's part of the game. That's not just a seasons thing. The rain makes it so you can't harvest. Always has, even in 15. So it goes back.
So what happens when you do?
Well, you can't. It won't let you do it. It just says you can't harvest or thresh during rain. You've never seen that before?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, I love. I haven't read Dilbert in a while, but I do love Dilbert comics. So you can finish high school for me. Yeah, man. I love it loud, Dr. Love. Anyway, I think, Van Halen was pretty haircut until Sammy Hagar came in, and I don't think they were as haircut back then. I mean, I think like the guys that kind of originated that glam rock stuff would be like Night Ranger. I think the Scorpions, but they were still a little tougher, like Scorpions and Night Ranger. I don't really consider them haircut. I think it was more definitely like Poison, Rat. If they tied strips and wore bandanas, it's like Winger. Winger, man. Winger, dude. But Def Leppard was a little different. AC/DC was different. Like, I wouldn't categorize AC/DC as a haircut band. They were tough. It was still that kind of rock. But what's up, Derek? Long time no see. So what do you think, Micah? Should we try to sell that stuff off while it's raining and then...
Well, the harbor and the sugar mill are exact same price. So could you use the train to take it to the harbor?
Does the train deliver to the harbor? I don't think it does.
The tracks go there.
I'm going to go look.
Okay. I don't know which trailer goes back. So
Well,
I'll take them both down there.
No, we'll use them. We're going to use them to deliver. Give me one of them. Wait, no, one of them.
You want this tractor.
No, one of them. Band and art, more reading. Micah, check the train.
But don't you want this tractor though to pull?
Don't you want me, baby? No, we're just going to work together and deliver it. If I can hitch it to my trailer. Let's go down to the Train station. I don't think you can. The train delivers to the harbor. I think the only place that the train delivers to is that place up top. You'll see a little train next to it on the thing. On the map display.
Okay.
I think your tractor might be faster than mine.
It is.
Oh, and my speedometer's set to 16. So, can you set yours to 19 so I can keep up? Been busy with work. There you go. Hey, that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with working, man.
Your tractor only goes up to 16?
19.
Okay.
If we both set to 18, we'll be doing good. Are you on 18? When I get close?
Okay, I'm on 18.
I'm at full speed ahead. Man, all of a sudden, man, I am just tired. My goal here is to sell this stuff off, and then we're going to probably call it a night. We've made it over an hour, so that's better than I thought we were going to do. That sucks that we had to return the harvester, though we were getting close to an hour of usage with it. So it was good timing, kind of. It would have really sucked if it started raining like 10 minutes after the hour had gone. So should we take one to each place or just do one place?
Oh, that scared the heck out of me.
What's the matter?
I went to Sugar Beets and it said 0, and I'm like, I was like, oh, that's right, Sugar Cane. You mean like pour at the same time?
Yeah, the Titanic. Yeah, right, exactly. We shall pour our sugarcane together. The two sugar canes shall become one. Oh, this is getting kind of strange sounding. Oh, I pressed... What did I do? What did I do? Video killed the radio star, Exodus. It was... Video killed the radio star. Well, we already have 181,000. That's pretty crazy.
You're right. It doesn't go there.
Okay.
The tracks don't go to the harbor. I thought they did.
Oh, you took apart your first computer today. That's very exciting. That's pretty cool. iRock is back. Exodus is asking what's Facebook. What's Facebook? I'm lost. I'm sorry, Micah. I'm driving in circles. I'm trying to find my way.
Bud.
Oh! Yep, Kerry Holzman. That is the Steve-O's recommendation. Steve-O loves Kerry Holzman. And, yep, I think that's why they did it, actually. I think it was, you know, I'm pretty sure that was an on-purpose thing, Drex called. But I remember we had, I saw, we had MTV when it first came out. I don't think I saw the first broadcast, but boy did I think when I was, well, how old was I? I must have been like 7 or 8 years old, and man, I thought that girl from Scandal was hot. What's her name? Patty Smith? Patty Smythe? You know what I'm talking about? They did that song, Goodbye to You, Goodbye to You, Goodbye to You. Man, she was cute. Oof. Oh, yeah, remember Nina? Or was it Nina? Nina? Or who's the girl that did the Forerunner said, what's MTV? Yeah, the reality TV, that came out in the 90s, and man, it was stupid. I was like, okay, I'm done. So I stopped watching it. 99 Red Balloons, that was Nina. 99 Red Balloons. I had that one on record. I had a 45. Back to Tom Petty. I like Tom Petty too. It's funny because Tom Petty is a terrible singer, and his music is really just kind of like, three chords and the truth. There's not a lot of like, he just has the sound. It's so good. It's so goofy, but it's so good. Don't come around here no more. I think we're gonna Micah. So, how are we gonna do this? Go all the way past and come back. I think we're gonna have to do this. Yeah, 99 Luftballons, Royal, if you're German, correct. No, just stop. Just stay where you were. I'm gonna back up. It was red balloons here. Yep, Free Fallin', great tune, man. He had so many hits in the late 80s, early 90s. Like when you think he'd be coming to the end of his career, he actually was getting more and more popular. And he'd been rocking for years. Wait, Mike, I'm not ready. I don't think you have to raise it up either because we're just dumping it right on the ground. Though maybe it dumps farther. Oh, that did not go well. Was he
I
from...
left you plenty of room.
Hell, he was from Gainesville. Oh, that's cool. The singer from the Cars, the bass player / singer Bobby Orr, was from dag nabbit, was from Lakewood, which is right. I grew up in Rocky River, which is right next door. But he was their more mellow singer. All right, go. Oh, go. Go. Am I in your way? Am I blocking you?
No.
Okay. Are you spilling out?
Yep.
Mine's not spilling out. This is not working.
It's alright, I'm doing it real nice and slow.
All right. I'm not. For some reason, mine's not taken. So.
There you go. You're almost there. Now straighten it up. Alright, now pour it. There you go.
Yeah, I would check on it, iRock, and just see what the... Thank you, Micah. Perfect. We had no stoppage. It went all the way. Yeah, and I'm not a huge classic rock fan. Like, I don't like Led Zeppelin. I do like Pink Floyd, but $5,000? That's it? Oh, man. We are screwed, Micah.
Uncle Carlos?
It was $20,000 to rent that Harvester. We're not even going to make that back. Oh, that hurt so bad. You said Uncle Carlos. I mean, we got a bunch more to put in there, but still, it's very disappointing. We're only going to make, let's see, doing the math in my head, maybe 25,000. So we'll have a net gain of $5,000. That sucks. See, now I grew up in the 80s, so I was I like the Police and Tears for Fears and Duran Duran, Depeche Mode. I like all the 80s music. So those are my favorites.
Depeche Mode.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm talking about what we put in the train silo. Yeah, the Stalker song, right? I know. There's another guy that had. If you guys remember the guy that did the Ghostbusters song, Ray Parker Jr., who got his butt sued off for that song because he took the tracks from something else. It was "Want a New Drug" by Huey Lewis. He got his butt sued for that one. But anyway, he did a song called. And he took music from that. He also got a copyright infringement from Sting because he copied the Police. He sang some of the lines from the "Every Breath You Take" at the end of the song. But he wrote a creeper song called "I Just Can't Get Over Loving You," and it's a total like I'm gonna come and kill you if I ever find you with anybody else. I was like, man, that is so freaking creepy. Like, I loved the song when I was a kid. I had no idea what he was talking about. Now, and I listened to it as an adult. I'm like, yeah, I love Carl, or what? I love that song because I used to like it when it was on the radio, and I'm like, man, it's a great song. And I listened to the lyrics, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a totally like axe murderer song. Antlergy, welcome aboard. Let's see. Let it go, gamer. Let it go. Let it go. Carl Earl Jr. I don't know if I know who that is. I know Carl Jr., and that's like a restaurant, right? They sell hot dogs or something.
Carl.
Carl's Sr. But, yeah, anyway. I just can't get over. I just can't get over loving you. What's up, Jay Brosnia? I'm getting mad, girl. Don't you ever try to leave. I just can't get over loving you. Oh, man. Such a creepy song. He says, what does he say? Don't you? Something else, something about something else, and then it'll be the last thing you ever do.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I liked it because it had a cool guitar sound. Like now it's like bad sounding to me when I hear it now, but it had a cool guitar and it had a neat solo, but it had a really cool keyboard. I really liked it. I like keyboards a lot, actually, believe it or not. Being a guitar player, you'd think it'd be counterintuitive, but I actually love like cool 80s pads. So like the ads from like Grand Theft Auto about Synth and Sons, those always make me laugh really hard. Like it was in Miami, what was the GTA 5? Miami Vice or Vice City? That was it. And it had Vice City had an ad in it about like a synth shop like Synth and Sons. And like, would you like to play a synthesizer? And it's like, yeah, I love synthesizers.
You go to the sugar mill.
What?
Sugar mill, take a right.
Are you sure?
Yep, it's at 145. The other one's at 135 now.
Okay. Oh man, it's so low. Bass mechanic? Bass mechanic? Are we talking about bass fishing? I don't know what that is.
You don't know what bass is?
What is bass mechanic?
You work on fish.
Fish. I do like instrumental pieces. Actually, what? Where did we go? I am lost. We went the wrong way. This is not where we went to go. Is this the sugar?
Yeah,
Oh, it is. This is the back way. I've never come that way. I have never been to Pink Floyd. No, I was like 15 or 16 when they hit their second wind, like the Learning to Fly stuff. So I hadn't gone to any concerts. I only went to really Christian concerts as a teenager. My parents wouldn't let me go to the regular ones.
White Cross.
White Cross. I saw White Cross in Akron. They were freaking awesome, man.
I think that's where I seen it as well.
It was funny though. The guitar player was what was his name? He was really good, but he had a hat on, and then I realized he was wearing a hat because he was going bald. Had to hide it. Had to hide the baldness. Whoa. Oh, it's empty. So but I've seen a lot of cool Christian bands in concert. I saw Milo and Lefebvre and Broken Heart. I saw.
Would it be something if me and you actually went to the same White Cross concert when we were kids?
It was in Akron.
I know we had to take a bus ride.
It was actually in Mogador, was the city, but oh my gosh, it was so good. Live concert, HBO. That probably was there. That was probably the Learning to Fly tour, which was a great tour. I forget what the name. Pulse, I think, was the name of the album, right? Was that right, Micah? Was that
I don't remember. It was my first Christian rock concert I ever went to.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Pink Floyd. I think that album was called Pulse, the one that came out in the late 80s.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe early 90s. And it had Learning to Fly on
I
it.
never followed music like that. I just listened on the radio.
And then, let's see. So, yeah, I saw Mile Lefebvre. I saw White Cross. Guardian, they were cheesy. Who else did I see? Petra, but I never saw Petra with Greg Voles. I saw it after he left. He went. It was John, whatever his last Schlitt or whatever his last name was. What a horrible name. And DeGarmo and Key, man, that was awesome. It was Petra, Jeff Moore in the distance, and DeGarmo and Key, and man, they put on such a good show. I saw DeGarmo and Key like 30 times. I love them. Uncle Carlos, what do you need money for? Uncle Carlos says nobody needs money. We all need money. I need money. Lots of it. Why? Are you giving money away, Uncle Carlos? Oh, bass mechanic. So he does like bass. Is it techno or is it like, what is it? Like what kind of music is it? I'll let Michael line up on the pipe.
You're sick.
Dude, you know it.
Oh.
Yeah, we're totally not going to make back what we spent. Oh, it's so aggravating.
10 grand right now.
We've made 20 grand total, right? Or 10 grand altogether.
10 grand total.
Freak. Well, let that be a lesson, you know. Of course, the fact that it rained did screw it up a little bit, but yeah, we're going to make like 20 grand.
The fact that we just used sugar cane only is what screwed us up. We should have done several fields of regular stuff before we did the sugar cane.
Yeah, I thought people were saying you make so much money.
Don't listen to people.
I know, you don't. You make nothing. It's like worthless. Though we're only a third done with the field, so maybe there could be a lot of money on the field, but it's just to get it, it's going to be a nightmare. We're just going to have to use the hand harvester from now on, I guess. The tipper's only costing us $1,000 an hour, so that's not so bad. But that harvester costs a lot. That's funny. I miss having a subwoofer. Now that I own, now that I have the Kia Soul, I have a couple things I got to do to it. It needs to have the tires are good, but it needs an alignment. It's pulling to the right, and then it also needs one of the tires leaks. So I'm going to take that off, and that probably will cost me about $80 to $100 to get it all done. But once I have that together, I'm gonna I'll probably save up and put a subwoofer in it, just a small one. People. Wait, why isn't my cruise control kicking on? There we go. So I'll get one of those, like what do they call those? The tube ones, like those tube subs. You know what I'm talking about, Micah?
The tube subs.
Neither. They both suck.
You mean that they're real long?
Yeah. Who makes those? I can't think of the name of the company that makes those, but they're.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you just buy the tube. It's got the amp built onto it, and they're like $200. No, it's not boom tubes. That's the idea. It's a kit though. I forget who makes those. Gosh. They have them at Crutchfield, but they're cheap. They're cheap subwoofers. Oh, gosh. Why do I always get on these streams and I can't remember anything that I'm talking about? And then like 5 minutes later, I'll remember it once I get off. Let's see. I don't know any good vacation spots. Florida, Arizona.
Oh, hold on, let me check the price real quick. Yep, same price.
I liked Rattle and Hum. That was awesome. Yeah, Bazooka. Thank you. Thank you, Drexcald. Yep, it's Bazooka speakers. Yep. I think it's $150 for one, like the small one. That's all I need. I don't want it to be like ripping my face off. But I actually have a problem with one of my ears. From years of standing next to a drummer, I'm kind of deaf in my right ear, and so when I play a subwoofer really loud, it actually hurts my ear. So I like them when they're. I like hearing those frequencies, but I don't like it when it's like super loud. Yeah, Japan would be fun. That'd be a fun one. Stevie Vai is definitely way better than Buckethead. Like from a musical sense, I can't stand Stevie Vai's music though. I find his stuff terribly boring. At least Buckethead is entertaining and silly, but Buckethead's not. How do I put this? There's levels to guitar players, and everybody has different things that they like. But from a musician standpoint, Stevie Vai is technically way ahead of Buckethead. Buckethead is like Slash. Stevie Vai is like 10 levels above those guys. They're good, but they're limited to what they can do. But Buckethead puts on a good show. I think that's part of what makes Buckethead interesting, because he's just so weird, and he puts on a good show, but he's not a very good guitar player. But I think out of all the guitar players I've ever heard, there's two guys that stand above all of them. And one of them, unfortunately, has ALS, so he can't play anymore. But the first guy, and he's my favorite by far, because he's super, super nice, like real down to earth. And he just has the longest fingers of anybody I've ever seen in my life, so he can play things that nobody else can play. Kind of like he's like the Franz Liszt of guitar. His name is Paul Gilbert. And Paul Gilbert is just... Look up some of his 80s solos. There's one where he's playing... Look up Paul Gilbert solo and from 1980. And look for the one that has the white guitar. He'll be playing a white guitar, because there's several of them. He just does some things in that show, or in that solo, that nobody else can do. I mean, it's unbelievable stuff. There's guys that can kind of emulate what he does, but he has so much feeling in what he plays. Because, like Stevie Vai's a really fast guitar player. He's like, you know what I mean? He's really good, but he has no emotion in what he's playing. He's just playing it. Paul Gilbert, it's like the guy, just every ounce of his being is in what he's playing. And there's just so much feel and emotion to what he plays. But then he's also technically amazing. So I prefer his stuff. So anyway, we have been on for 1 hour and 32 minutes. And we're going to be getting off once we're done delivering all this stuff and return that trailer. The other guy that I really like is the guy that has ALS. So unfortunately, he has like no control over his body any longer. And his name is Jason Becker. And if you look up the song, if I even use his music on some of my older Airplane videos. He has a song called Altitudes. And if you check out that song, once again, just the feeling that he plays with. There's so much emotion in what that guy puts into what he's playing. So it's not just screaming licks where he's like, I mean, he can do that stuff, but then he gets these parts where he's just singing with the guitar, and I don't get that from a lot of those technical guys. And it's just really good. So Altitudes is a good example of what Jason Becker writes and how he plays.
The train transport companies' prices are going up for sugarcane.
Better than what they are.
Well, the other place is at 136, the sugar mill.
Okay.
And then transport's at 111. So I don't know how far it's going to go up.
Well, let's go ahead and we'll keep going until that goes down, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, Paul Gilbert's custom guitar.
The train could drop it all off in one shot.
Okay. The one thing that I liked, Paul Gilbert has that Iceman, or he has the Fireman. The Iceman was the original guitar, and then he took it and like reversed it and they call it a Fireman, and that's his custom guitar from Ibanez. But he used to play. Paul Gilbert used to play. He had like a standard RG series Ibanez guitar, and then he'd take those and put painted F holes on them. So like a violin has those F holes on them, and he'd paint those F holes on the guitar. So he had like a white one with black F holes, and then he had a blue one with like hot pink F holes. And I love that guitar. That's the one that I would buy. Like if I was going to get a Paul Gilbert series guitar, but they released it for a while. Ibanez would sell those. I think you probably still can get them with the F holes on them. Stevie Vai had a cooler one. He had the one with the handle in it, the gem. We're going this way now. So Stevie Vai had a gem guitar, and that was really cool. They had the 7-string and a 6-string version, and it had a handle in it, so you could pick it up by the handle. Honestly, Drexcald, I don't. I mean, their stuff is to me, it's entertaining, like Zombie, White Zombie, the country song, Seether. Oh my gosh, but I don't. From a talent standpoint, I mean, they're not playing anything that anybody that's been playing guitar for a year can't play. I mean, it's just pretty much chugga chugga, and that's, but they're good showmen. I think it's kind of like Kid Rock. They put on a really good show, so that's why I think that they do well, and Dragula is pretty funny, but their guitar music's just straight up jug jugga 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 jugga. I mean, there's no like amazing guitar playing going on there. They're chugger. Pantera's kind of like that. They're a little bit better at guitar, but yeah, they put on great shows. Exactly. Thank you, man. The D-Man. The D-Man. Yeah, I got it right. Hey. You said oops. I'm following frickin' Sugarcane again. So anyway, sub-hype, yay. Other guys that are really good guitar players, definitely Zach Wilde is a really emotionally good player. The guy is a total... I can't even say it. He's a jerk. I hate to say it. Just watch his tirade. There's a video of him having a tirade at one of the guys that put on the show, and the things that he's complaining about, it's like you just need to have a dose of reality. Like the guy's been just a musician for so long, and he thinks he's a god, and that I don't like that in musicians. But he's a really good guitar player, so. Anyway, it's just that's a pet peeve of mine when musicians are full of themselves. Because there's, but he is a great guitar player. Another guy that's really good is the guitar player from Dokken. That would be George Lynch. But as far as his writing, he's kind of a one-trick pony. Yeah. No. Creed, no. See, you like that's all new metal stuff. Those guys are just chugga chugga players. Give them a lead, and they're just like, they can't do it. Their lead's like because they don't know the scales. They can chug out chords, and but once again, he's in a huge band. Guys that were good, the guys from Linkin Park were chugga chugga players that were pretty good. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true too, Gator, but I like Creed, though. I mean, I think they're, once again, so then there's a thing, too, though, that you got to look at. How important is writing versus skill? Because, let's face it, the guys that I named off, Paul Gilbert and Jason Becker, no one's ever heard of those guys. They don't know who they are. Because because they don't write music that people get. They write neoclassical guitar riffs, and nobody gets it, except for Jason Becker was the guitar player for David Lee Roth when he was touring. You guys remember the song Panama? Yeah. David Lee Roth was Jason Becker was on the tour for that. So there's that. Jason Becker did have a career there. Paul Gilbert was in a band that had a couple big hits called Mr. Big. But once again, they didn't reach the levels of Creed or anything like that. So, yeah, it's like those guys are they're good rhythm players, but they're not good lead players. It's very rare that you find guys in new metal bands that are actually like amazing skilled guitar players. Some of them are, though. They're good at writing, and that's the thing. That's what kind of sets them apart, because they come up with these riffs that are super catchy that people like, and then they listen to it. People like to listen to it, or used to. I mean, unfortunately now it's It's all Britney Spears or whatever. Whoever's the pop star now. I don't know. Katy Perry. Who is it now? Who even knows? Where there's actually no musicianship whatsoever. It's all studio stuff, you know.
Amplified voices.
Amplified voices. But I like Creed. I listen to new metal. I really like Linkin Park. Once again, wait, aren't we on the shore now? On the north?
They're both the same price.
Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. This is closer. So this is the last load, by the way. Gator, easy there, but yeah, she is. I can't repeat what Gator just called her. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Linkin Park. Their guitar players weren't great, but they wrote some cool stuff, you know. You said we don't like those kind of things here, mister.
Before we dump, let me make sure the prices are the same.
We all know what Katy Perry is, Gator. You don't have to repeat it over and over again. Yeah, System of a Down. Yeah, I like that. The one song was it Chop Suey? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to show you. Great stuff, man. You know who was a great guitar player? Not talking about like System of a Down.
BB King.
AFI, and I don't know the guy's name from the band. A Fire Inside, AFI. They had that one album. Silver and Gray, maybe was it? Silver and Gold. I'm trying to think of what the name of the album was, but that guitar player is freaking awesome. He tears it up, man, and that's but he doesn't really show off much on the album, but you can tell the couple leads that he has on the album are just phenomenal. They're unbelievable leads. So AFI, right? Screaming, right? You know, another great screamo band with good guitar work is the Christian band Under Oath. Their first album, They're Only Chasing Safety, has some really good like harmony vocals on it. Now it's a lot of screamo. They call it screamo. There's a lot of yelling, but some of the guitar work on that, it's simple, but it's really well written. It's really catchy stuff. Some of the best guitar writing I've heard in a long time. No. Slash is not a good guitar player. Slash is a blues hack. Oh, my friend loves. I'm not getting on your case, Drexel, but my friend Chris is just a huge. Like all he ever does, Slash is the best guitar player. I'm like, no. Slash is not. Slash is a good guitar player. He is. He's a very talented guitar player, but he's definitely not the best. There's some guys that are out there that are just way better than him. Oh, definitely, by a long shot. Different kind of music, though. But for rock guitar players, even, there's guys that are just, they play circles around him. But the thing about Slash, once again, it's almost like Buckethead, who copied Slash. He's good at selling himself. He's created this persona, right. Yeah, for what he does it really good. And he's got this persona that he's created that just works. It people fall for it. It's like Eddie Van Halen. People are like that with Eddie Van Halen, too. They're like, Eddie Van Halen's the best guitar player. And I'm like... he's really good at playing fast, but there's a lot of guys that play a lot faster and a lot more technical. I'll tell you what, at the end of the stream, I'm gonna show you a couple things, and you may or may not like them, but we're gonna show some stuff off here, and we're gonna park these tractors, and actually, I'm gonna get rid of the lease trailer, Micah.
How do you know which one it is?
It doesn't. We'll just get rid of it. You'll see it.
Okay.
See Stevie. Eric Clapton. I like Eric Clapton because he's relaxing to listen to. He's a good writer. His guitar skills are pretty dang good. He's just got oodles of same thing with David Gilmour. Like David Gilmour from Pink Floyd, definitely my favorite guitar player. Of course, I'm the one that gets it. All right, we'll see you, Gaming Nerfer. Yeah, Clapton is just, he's so smooth. You know, thanks. I'm not having a hard enough time. Dragon Force, yeah. Herman Lee's pretty good. He's a pretty good guitar player. Hang on, I'm gonna let you. Can you take this back, Micah? Because it's too heavy for me.
Oh, you fuck. with you.
You know what? Another band. You know, wasn't you talk about this band sometimes? The Darkness. They are so good. Like they're not great musicians, but the music's really good. Like, see, like your name, not the name, not the saying. All right, so we're going to park out here. We could just park them, Mike, because we're not done. And it's raining, so it's not like they're going to get any dirtier. So for those of you that have been watching on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed the show. Mike and I are finishing up here. We're going to just save the game. And oh, Chuck Berry is great. Yep, great showman. We're going to finish this up. Jimi Hendrix. Have a great night, and we will see you next time on... Wow, we did Sugar Cane. I mean, we did it, and we're now a long way away from being done, but we're going to do it. So anyway, next time, guys, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, guys on Twitch, stay put for a second.